Ginny was at the crossroads, her heart splintering. She wondered if their love could withstand betrayal, if James would still hold her hand when the truth emerged. Deep down, she knew that the web of secrets was unraveling, and she couldn't hide forever. Ginny began to sob, uncontrollably, "Honey, I messed up. Honey, I messed up. Honey, I messed up badly." Narrating the story broke her, and tears streamed down her face as she stuttered apologies to the empty air, too distraught to face James. Ginny confessed everything to James. Her voice, filled with remorse yet sincere, she trembled as she recounted the nightmarish episode. James's world shattered as the truth unraveled. Ginny could see how heartbroken he was and how he was trying hard to stay calm. Ginny, tearful and trembling, confessed it all: the stalking, the blackmail, the haunting abusive past. The room felt smaller, airless, as if the walls pressed in on James. He felt like he was suffocating. His love for Ginny had collided with feelings of betrayal, and he grappled with emotions he had never imagined. His first instinct was anger, a tempest of rage at Josh, at Ginny, at himself for not seeing the signs. But then he looked at her, the woman who'd become his confidant, his soulmate, his partner in parenting and his best friend, and he saw fear etched into her features. Fear of losing him, fear of the past devouring their fragile family. James didn't shout. He didn't storm out. James's heart ached, but he knew he'd rather mend broken trust than lose the woman who'd become his lifeline. Instead, he sat beside her, their hands entwined. "Why?" he asked, his voice raw. "Why didn't you tell me?" Ginny's tears flowed freely. "I was scared," she whispered. "Scared of losing you, of tarnishing what we had. I thought I could handle it alone." He studied her and noticed the lines of worry etched on her forehead, the vulnerability in her eyes. "We're a team," he said softly. "Partners. You don't face demons alone." And in that moment, James made a choice to fight for their love, a choice to unravel the web of secrets together. He wiped away her tears, kissed her forehead, and vowed to protect her from Josh's poison. They'd face the ex-boyfriend, expose his darkness, and rebuild their trust. James and Ginny reported everything to the police. A search warrant was issued, and Josh's small flat was searched without mercy. All pictures and electronic gadgets were taken as evidence. Josh was taken to court, found guilty of the 2 offenses and charged 5 years in prison. James and his family relocated to another country and started a new life. James wanted his wife to forget about the traumatizing experience she had with her ex-boyfriend. He vowed to only create memorable, happy experiences for his wife. One day as they walked around their new suburb, holding hands, Ginny suddenly clung to James, her relief palpable. "I love you," she murmured. James held her tighter. "I love you too. We'll get through this," he promised. Together. In the quiet of their shared resolve, he whispered, "How can 2 people be so similar yet so different?" And Ginny whispered back, "Love, James. Love makes us different." The moral of the story is sometimes we find love when we least expect and in the least expected places. James had vowed never to fall in love again after his wife passed, but found himself in love with a waitress. In life we may go through tough experiences, but we may need to leave room for starting over and moving on. What saved Ginny's marriage was she shared her problem with someone she trusted, in this case, her husband, for help. Together they quickly reported the matter to the police, who have special units that handle such issues. James, despite the initial pain of betrayal that he felt after he heard Ginny's story, he chose to forget the past and fight for his love. He was not going to lose the woman who brought him so much joy to a stupid ex-boyfriend. 4 months after they relocated, Ginny fell pregnant and later gave birth to a princess. Jay was so happy to have a younger sister. James and Ginny are happily married and have never stopped working on their marriage. That said, please note this story is fictional and is for entertainment purposes only. Follow, like, and share, for I am posting exciting stories like this every day.